What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to rebirthedu.com. I'm your host, Kendrick, aka Also the Great. All right, so we're back. I'm back from vacation. I know I've been out of pocket for about a week, but you know what? Much needed vacation. I needed to reset and recoup my brain. I've been working for a couple of years straight, just no break, and I needed it. And I needed to turn my brain off, and I did. So now I'm rejuvenated. I'm ready to get back at it. All right, so we're back with the next installment of the Cashflow Quadrant. We're on, I don't know, chapter 7, 8. Really doesn't matter at this juncture. What you need to know is that the name of this chapter is Becoming Who You Are, right? What does that mean? Well, I'm going to dive into that so that way you can understand what it means. But before I do, as always, hit like, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family, anybody else you think may need a change in their life. Or if you just rock with me, man, you know what I'm saying? Share it with other people. So this is a really big one, right? Robert starts off this chapter by essentially telling you that it's not so much important about what you do in order to be successful and be financially free and get yourself out of this rat race. It's more important about who you become. Okay, if you do the things that everybody else does, you'll get what everybody else gets. If you do the things that rich people do, it's inevitable for you to end up being rich, but it's more important for you to think like them and for you to behave like them and for you to become somebody that's entirely different from what you're already accustomed to. It's really easy to stay where you are, okay, and be the person that you've always been, and it's going to keep you right there in your comfort zone. I'm here to tell you, my friend, if you don't want the same results that you've been getting, you have to do something different. We all know the definition of insanity, so we don't need to get into that. But we do need to get into that you're going to have to change who you are. If you say that, oh, I'm not a morning person, you need to change. You need to change yourself from being a non-morning person to being a morning person. I'm not saying this is easy, okay? If you think inside the box, you need to learn to think outside of the box and view money differently, okay? You can't see things the way you've always seen them and then expect for yourself to end up being rich one day just out of the blue, because that's not how this works. It's methodical. It takes a long time. Not so much a long time. Maybe not as much as you think. Things have been accelerated relatively quickly nowadays. So it can take a short time. But here's the kicker. You can't skip any steps. Okay, now we're going to get into the steps later on in this book, but you can't skip any. Okay? So that's really the biggest lesson out of this chapter. It's a short chapter, but they really stress on you becoming the person that you need to be. You need to change your paradigm, change the way you think, change your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind can tell your subconscious mind what to do. Okay? It takes a little while for you to change your thought process, that change the way you think, change your paradigm, but it is very possible. A lot of people that you've seen that have these phenomenal success stories were homeless, right? Some of them grew up in poverty. They were surrounded with some of the same crap you've been surrounded with. Everybody's had their adversities. Most of the people, there's new millionaires every day, and they didn't grow up with everything spoon-fed to them, okay? They changed the way they thought. They got under a coach, and they learned how to think and behave and be different, right? One of the biggest things I want you to get away from this chapter is that you need a coach. If you knew how to do this stuff yourself, you would have already done it. Okay? You wouldn't waste your time sitting here looking at me, right? Although I am handsome, you wouldn't be wasting your time sitting here looking at me because you'd already be out here doing it. Okay? You need a coach. You need a mentor. Okay? If you need to lose weight, get a trainer. If you have an unhealthy relationship with food, get a dietitian or somebody that's going to help you eat better, and seek counseling. Get help from professionals. Get help from real teachers that have been doing this for a very long time. If you have issues with your budget, get help from somebody who has mastered budgeting and does this for a living. Me, if you need help with your budget, I'll help you. It doesn't cost you anything, right? If you trying to get to the next level, like I'm trying to get to the next level. I have a mentor. I got a guy that calls. I got a guy that holds me accountable. And man, oh man, he kicks my butt. He makes me work. And the things that I don't want to do, he makes sure I do them. Okay? And the things that I have questions about, he'll pour into me. Okay? Shout out to the homie. But anything that you need help with, if you want to learn how to play a guitar, you want to play your bass or something like that, find somebody to teach you the lessons. Don't sit up here and try to learn on your own. It's not that you can't learn these things on your own, but you can accelerate your learning by finding somebody that's already mastered it. They've been through all of the nonsense and all of the drama and all of the heartache. You can learn from that. You know what I'm saying? A smart man learns from his own mistakes, man. But you're even smarter if you learn from somebody else's. Okay? So get yourself a coach, get yourself a mentor. Be completely transparent with them and what you're looking for out of your life. So that way you can become the person that you want to be. Okay? That's all I really got for this chapter, man. As always, like, subscribe, all that stuff for the algorithm. Hit me up if you need some help with your budget. And we out here. I'll holler at y'all. I gotta get back to work and stuff.